The Kultcha.
Podcast.
The Kultcha.
Podcast.
You know, it's still
Wake
a drop.
your punk ass up. Wake up. You know what I mean?
It's still a drop. It's still a drop. It's still a drop. You don't have to say podcast.
Huh?
You don't have to say podcast.
I want to say podcast because we got a series.
Being funny.
I know that. No doubt. It'd be funny.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, what up? It's your boy Alley Cat.
I'm Twin.
And you are now watching the Kultcha.
Podcast.
Today's topic is the barber.
Yes.
And my man right here,
One and
special
only.
guest, one and only, from Rockhead Barber Shop on 142 on Rockaway Boulevard, my man Big Cal.
How you, baby?
Man.
Cool cat.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Cool
good.
Cal.
Word up.
Let me
Love
correct
it.
that. Cool
Good job.
Cal.
It was good. It's good.
Let's really get into this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A barber surgeon was founded in Egypt, 500 BC.
Was it out? What was it, Cal? 500
I've read that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I can't say I have the absolute.
Okay, we've been trying to figure
but
that
it
out.
definitely it's definitely
Okay.
been written about that
You know,
it started.
I always
by-
have to give that definition.
No doubt, I
of
respect
what
it.
we're
I
talking
respect
about
that.
to
Like
the people.
you said, the surgeon, the barber and the surgeon
Barber and the
was
surgeon
one
was
before.
one
Word.
in the beginning.
I can't believe it, but you know that's crazy.
Yeah, we
They
gotta
thought
get
that if you
quick
can make
history.
the outside look good, you can also make the inside work as well.
Know what I
That's
mean?
the
So
reverse for you.
keep you fresh cut. So now, within that history, you know, the raps. And we
Yeah.
got other special guests. But you know, this is what we do. So let's not stop. We are live in the barbershop.
Yeah.
142 Rockaway Boulevard. This is what we do. Rockhead Barbershop. Cool Cal.
Yeah.
So,
Talk
I
to
mean,
me.
we did the raps and in the barber pole, the signature sign. You know, give them a little history real quick. The rap, the sign that spins.
Well, anybody can time in. I think they talk about bloodletting or lead blood, however
huh.
you want
Yeah, I
to talk
heard that.
about it. And
Yeah.
the bandages represents the white that's in that sign, and then the red represents, you know, the blood, and then the blue represents the blue blood or the United States flag, which one you prefer. You know what I'm saying? But
And barbering started in Africa, though.
ooh, that don't
Egypt.
go over people's heads.
So think about it.
Uh-huh.
The original man created a lot. So what made you want to become a barber?
Probably just by chance, by circumstance, you know what I mean? I started cutting my own hair back in the mid 80s, going out to clubs. I never forget my man Will. I used to go to my man Will's crib. We used to cut our heads in his crib, in his kitchen. And then we all shoot out to the Red Parrot, Bentleys, wherever the hell we was going that night. And just, you know, seeing him do it in his crib or whatever, sometimes he couldn't, he was too busy or he had too many people waiting. So I would just tighten my own shit up a little bit, and then it just kept going. High school, started getting, you know, good at it. Then it became like a hobby, and you know, and here I am today, man. Just by the grace of God, man.
So
Yeah.
I mean, so you had to learn how to cut your own hair.
Well,
Or,
that,
you know, in the
that was
because I know all your homeboys came and got
Yeah,
haircuts.
yeah.
I mean, let's talk about the reality of. I want to start with your history and why you was influenced to be a barber. Then let's get into the business aspect.
Okay.
You know, because you know it was fades, flat tops.
Of course.
That's what I want to learn. Definitely
Right.
the business aspect.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
business aspect is best right now. Barbering is very lucrative. The beauty business, whatever hairstylist, period, or nail technicians, all about beautifying their appearance. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to feel a certain way. To look good is to feel good.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
But a lot of people want to own barbershops and ain't barbers. Do you suggest that for them?
It depends. You know what I mean, on the circumstance and the situation. You know what I mean? If you have a situation, but I think it's best that a barber own a barbershop and own the business because you know it's like a hands-on thing. You know what I mean? I don't know how Supercuts operate their thing. I'm pretty sure there's somebody in charge, a manager, whatever, and they just got it on down the line. But you know, you should know about the barber game before you become a barber in the business.
Well, I would think you would make more money being a barber.
Oh, yeah.
Than not being a barber, because at least you know, all your money's your money. Now the rest of the money is extra to pay the bill, make sure the bills is paid.
Well, you know, most barbershops have other, you know, things that they offer as far as like their services. You know, now the services are damn near unlimited. Like you getting cats dyeing hair in the shop now. You know what I mean? Cats is having their cosmetology license and coloring and stuff like that. I mean, the barber game is definitely it's up there.
It's
Cats
changed.
is
It's not like it was before.
Nah, I
Three
mean,
cuts in your eyebrow.
all that. I mean, that's where like you asked me what made me get interested in barbering. That was kind of it. Like, you know, going out to the clubs or whatever. Who had the tightest fade? You know what I mean? You had to have the tight fade with your part game up to par, everything. So you would go. The barbers was all, you know, getting money, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because the barbers of yesterday, it's like the cuts yet, but now they're getting to where cats are spending $50, $60 a haircut, sometimes even more easy. Most of the top tier barbers is charging the minimum $40. That's probably for kids. You know what I mean?
And now you gotta book them, it ain't like before.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. You know what I mean? Because you know you got people that spend a lot. You got cats running around here with Gucci and Fendi and all that right there, but they don't want to spend for their haircut. Like, you know, so the barber's saying, nah, if you're going to wear them Gucci shoes, come and get this Gucci ass haircut. I'm gonna show you how it is, and we're gonna make it happen. And you're gonna look good. You're gonna feel good.
So I know I've seen the business. I've seen franchises. Like we from South Jamaica.
Right.
You had New Tribe.
Okay.
New Tribe had some stars in there.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm talking about stars. Is
Yeah,
working. Like,
Onyx, I think. Yeah, word.
Fredro used to cut my hair.
Fredro was nice, man. The
He
whole,
was nice.
yeah,
He was
man,
nice.
word, parts
Sticky
and all
used to
that
cut
shit.
hair too.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
I didn't know, you know, I never knew they were cutting hair till afterwards. But there was a good friend.
Fredro was nice.
There was a brother by the name of Water, and he was a good friend with the Honest Cats. And as a matter of fact, he worked at my shop at one time. And that dude was nice. I ain't never seen the
Fredro
dude.
was nice.
I'm talking about the dude Water. I ain't never seen Fredro cut. I'm saying, but they man Water was top of the line back in '95. This dude was putting sculptures in the back of people's head, man, and doing it fast, and you know. So now, like the artwork, the stuff the cats is doing, Barber's like tattooing and stuff right now. You know, it's just.
I can see the similarities.
Yeah, I mean, cats is really, you know, you got a lot of entertainers coming. You know what I mean? Cats come to barbershops. They got particular barbers, especially with the apps. You know, my man representing Booksy. Booksy is one of the most popular app services out there where you could book your barber and come right in, get in the chair at a certain time. But cats game is great right now.
When I was younger, the first time I ever saw a celebrity in a picture with an employee or somebody who owned something was at the barbershop. They would take a picture with them after they cut their hair. So that's the first time I ever saw that.
Yeah, there's a barber.
Not sneaker stores, not in none of that. The barbershop.
What's the barber's name? Terrell. Man, I'm trying to think of this barber's name. What's the homeboy name? Terrell. The dude that was cutting Dougie Fresh hair. Yeah, man.
Kzo?
Not K. Well, Kzo was a good barber, but he had the story of
Denny
Mo.
Okay.
Denny Mo was one of the first celebrity barbers.
I know Denny
in Harlem, from Harlem. Yeah. I never met them. Yeah.
Now he's on.
Yeah, he used to work at Levels, right?
Yeah, he used to work at Levels.
Yeah.
And then he opened up his own drink.
Right. Yeah.
Actually, Denny Mo cut my hair.
Oh, word?
Yeah. I mean, I've been in a couple of neighborhoods
No doubt.
surrounding. He
No
opened
doubt.
up his own shop on
Yeah.
135th, I think, in. I don't know if that on 8th Ave.
Right. I don't know where, but I heard of the brother.
Mo
Yeah.
Denny Mo. I mean, you supposed to be loyal to your barber. You should be loyal to the barber. But I've moved around and being in different boroughs, so you didn't want to shoot. I ain't want to shoot back to Queens, so I went to Harlem.
As long as you had the hot barber, you good.
Denny Mo was one of the top barbers. I mean, I can name a lot of top barbers. Like I even went to Freddie.
No, bro. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Up on Hillside.
These cats,
and
these
used
like,
to be a line.
yeah, for Queens, with Denny Mo from Harlem, but Queens, Freddie was like the, you know what I mean, the man.
Yeah, that upper
from Queens.
echelon.
Yeah.
And you wait online for him.
Word, yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah, because it's crazy, because the history involving that, when you go back, barbers was held at a very high standard in history.
Word.
I mean, kings and queens used to accept barbers into their homes just to cut their hair.
Right.
You know,
Because
because
they was using seashells.
a lot of them was also therapists. You
Right.
know, they would deal with people problems while they in the shop.
I even think
socially.
after they abolished slavery, like barbers were high in demand as well, because they used to cut the master's hair, and the masters still wanted to cut hair, so they gave them they probably was one of the first to have their own
freedom.
business. Yeah, their own freedom.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So how did they handle the apprentices back then?
I really don't
Because
know.
I was looking up, you know, they handling the apprentices. They used to deal with a lot of traveling barbers.
Right.
And they used to accept them into their home.
Okay.
They used to let them court their kids, their daughters, so they could always have a barber around them, so they always look sharp and be fresh and be ready.
Oh
to cut.
yeah, I mean, people always. I mean, vanity is like, you know, everybody wants to look a certain way. You know what I mean? You had George Washington was wearing weaves and wigs and shit, makeup and all them. You know what I mean? So it was just crazy. You know what I mean? So
But you know that was an era of time. So
yeah, well,
I mean,
they still needed the barbers though. You know what I mean?
but a barber is your therapist.
That too.
No doubt.
I've had plenty of instances where I can say I gave my customers some good advice. You know what I mean? I've been around a few years.
Probably saved a life or two.
I probably have. I must say I have. And I started a couple of cats that came through my shop, got their own shop now, doing successful. I love it as well. You know what I mean? I'm proud of all my dudes that came up, you know what I mean, through my joint. Yeah.
And then if they came through your shop and they should come back too.
Oh no, they spread love. I know, you know what I mean? My man,
we preach that
I just a couple of dudes. My man Chris, he always come back. He got his shop in Mount Vernon. My man Van got a shop on Precision Cuts over on Linden Boulevard. One of my good dudes, man, came up and now he's making the way. Like, you know what I mean? So it's good to see cats really come through and then go out and branch on their own and, you know what I mean, do the damn thing and then do it right. It's a blessing, man. It feels good.
Because originally barbershops was just for men. It was a place for men to
Right. Yeah.
And even cut women there at this time.
Women wasn't getting not at all. Right.
And now the culture has changed where women come in here.
Man,
and
you
get
got
customs up.
not only they get cuts, but you got women barbers that's killing it
Nice,
right
right?
now.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
should-
goodness!
giving
I mean, facials, everything. Like they doing it all. Like, and
So they add a
I've
lot
never
to
had a woman cut, but I'm definitely wouldn't mind having one. You know, these women that's out here cutting their hair. Like they are nice, yo. Nice designs. Like they doing it. I think young sister won $5,000 at this barber show Sunday contest. Yeah, braiding and fade like $5,000. You know what I mean?
Braiding
And
then
fade. Word.
Oh my
It's crazy,
God.
yo. I mean,
Oh my God. So what do you think about in that realm? Do you think there's challenge to the original barbers like you when they doing man weaves and stuff like that? Do you think that's a challenge?
Yeah, these
How you run your business?
He was bold.
Or do you
10
have to
minutes
develop
ago.
that
nah, I
talent?
mean,
Now you
yo,
got
brothers
flat
is really, it's amazing how a head of hair make a man feel inferior. I mean, like not inferior, like superior. You know what I mean? Like his head is, you know what I mean? Because a lot of cats, that's they crown. So you got that man weave thing is like, it's hitting right now. I mean, cats is wearing toupees. You had very successful. I mean, Steve Harvey joint was a wig for years. I thought Steve Harvey. I thought Steve Harvey had the most magnificent tape fade.
I thought that was Beijing.
I don't know what the fuck it was. It was a wig, bro. If you go back to his old joint, Steve Harvey. I remember Steve Harvey cuts was tight. Martin Lawrence had a tight. I don't know who his barber was. Fresh Prince had a tight. Will Smith. He had some tight ass cuts back in the day, God. And that's what made barbers be like, yo, you know what I mean? Like now it's like almost, it's amazing, man. I love it, man. The game is just.
It's remarkable.
It is. I mean, at one time I had lost the vigor for it. You know what I mean? Lost my sense of purpose of being a barber because you was feeling like you wasn't getting appreciated and But now. Like it's really it's out there, man. I see myself, you know what I mean, as I'm doing the cut, I'm trying to make the shit so nice that when somebody see the cut, they be like, yo, who cut your hair? I love to hear a customer come through the door, be like, yo, I seen your man joint. Wow. I was like, yo, who cut your hair? And here I am. So
let me ask you a question, right? Do you treat every customer the same?
You try to. You got customers. I got customers I've been cutting for years, man. Like part of my family. So sometimes I give them a harder way to go to the new customer, just to fuck with them.
Know what I mean by the same?
Yeah.
Is that because I asked the barber this before, and I expressed my opinion on that. I said you should always cut everybody with the highest of integrity.
Oh, I do.
Because sometimes they be like, oh, I ain't.
No, I do.
Ain't tipping.
Do you
know what he's going through? Because he might not be able to tip you.
I mean, it depends. Like, so what
it's a tip business.
Exactly. But now the game is set your price at where your price should be, and then the tip is just extra gravy. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? If you feel as though your cuts is worth $40, $50, set it at that price. This way you're going to get what you deserve, what you think you deserve, and then whatever comes after that is just icing on the cake. So that's why I think the game is like now. Barbers is putting the price at where I think this cut should be, and then if you feel that you want to invest a little more, then
decision.
Yeah. But my thing is like cats are spending $40, $50 to get their car washed. You know what I mean? They spending $200-$300 for a pair of shoes and everything. Like and then you want to get a barber the same $20 you've been giving them back in 1992 today.
I mean, it's inflation.
Yeah, but that's what cats be thinking.
But you have some people that. And this is why the culture and it's real.
Right.
Because you have some people that really can't And I'm just saying, not everybody.
No.
You don't know what they going
No,
through.
like I said,
And
exactly.
some can't
That's what I
afford
said.
that.
You set your bar to where it's at, and if they can't, if they can't come up with that type of cheddar, then it's just like everybody would love a pair of expensive shoes. You know what I mean? And red bottoms. You know what I mean? But if you can't afford it, what you gonna get? You gonna get a pair of Chuck Tails and keep it moving.
Or what if you got some barbers that charge that price and they fucking suck.
Well, and I'm pretty sure that once if the customer decides to pay, because you guys, some cats, if you fuck up a dude's head or they child's head, man, they have every right not to pay you because you are in a business that you're supposed to be. For one, you should be already trained to handle each customer the way they want to be handled and accordingly. Exactly. So if you chop somebody up, man, and then the customer be like, yo, my man, I'm not paying for this. Yo, you should. In my early days, I think one of the first haircuts I gave, man, the dude was like, yo, my man, like you just chop my shit up, bro. Like, I can't. He said, the only reason why I'm not really mad is because you seem like a nice kid, but go find you something to do until you get ready to come back up in here, type of shit. Like he was real cool about it, man. You know what I mean? And I felt, I got fired that day. I'll never forget. Buster's shit called Village Barbershop. On Murdoch. Shout out to my man Buster, because I think he's still rocking. And I appreciated that because me getting kicked, and I thought I was nice. I'm in my basement cutting dudes on a barber chair. I'm in the barber stool. You know what I mean? I got everything, one clipper. But when I got into that barber shop, man, it was another world for me, man. And it woke me up quick. So from that point on, I made sure that I would at least try my damnness not to. Go right back to the drawing board and learn what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I mean? Don't go up in there,
thinking you nice.
Yeah.
A lot of pride.
You ain't gonna drive no Uber cab if you ain't got your driver's license. That ain't what you gonna do.
I was gonna ask that too. Like, how much is it about the cut versus the experience? He could have a beautiful experience sitting in the chair talking.
Yeah, sometimes you get that, man.
Chop up the cut.
Sometimes, well, for one, like I said, there should be no chopping of the cut. You know what I mean? The cut should be right. It may not be perfect. You may have a little, part where you didn't do the job at hand, but that shit, I don't feel like I do that. I think I come across. Or I've been cutting hair for a while, so I shouldn't have to go through all that. But new barbers, don't feel bad if if it don't come out the right. But if you treat the customer kind and respectful and even acknowledge the fact that, yo, my man, sometimes they'll pay that. I mean, they'll let that rock. I mean, the barber, like when I first started, like the cats I was cutting, man, I never forget, man. My man Chief, God bless his days, one of my first customers. I used to give him a decent cut at best, but he kept coming back to me because I was young in the game, and he just liked my style, and he kept coming back, and he was one of my customers forever. You know what I mean? Right. So he passed on, God rest his soul. But
so basically, he wanted you to learn.
I guess, he just felt comfortable in the environment that I set. You know what I mean? That's one thing I've always had is my barbershops, and anybody can attest to this. My barbershop has always been a nice setting. It was never really no rah-rah. I never was that barber that was trying to hustle on the side inside my shop. It just was straight haircuts, and that's it. You know what I mean? And I always kept it like that. Yeah. I would never, ever try to jeopardize. But for one, jeopardize my customers' space. As far as like you doing something illegal inside the shop, anything can jump off, and now you putting people's lives at risk. You got kids up in your shop and stuff like that. Never that. You know what I mean? Not for me.
So what you think about competing barbershops, like right down the block across the street?
I hate it. I really, yeah. Because I mean, it's no benefit to anyone when you open a shop right next to another barbershop. You know what I mean? And it's just not cool. You know what I mean?
Trying to take you out purposely.
I wouldn't say, I don't know whether they're trying to take you out or not, but it's just like, it wouldn't, if it was the drug game, it wouldn't be accepted. You know what I mean? So why should it be accepted in barbering? Like you would not do that.
But
you wouldn't.
You would have your own clientele, right or wrong?
That's true, but what I'm saying is you don't have to go right in the same, vicinity as the other shop. And what's crazy is, was by chance, I opened my barber shop across the street from another shop. But what I seen was that was an older shop. Like the cats in there were the guy that owned it was in like his 50s when I was in my 20s when I opened when I first came around here. So I just seen it as a chance to get the younger crowd up in the shop. And I didn't know the brother, and I never, I didn't try to do nothing to harm his car. I didn't go over there passing out business cards in front of him. So I guess it depends on the area.
But you wanted, he was older, and
you
wanted the younger crowd.
Right.
But you probably was taking his younger crowd.
I was told, where I came at, the dude that brought me over there told me that it would be a perfect location for a barbershop. And he told me that the barbershop that was over there, the dude was old. And when I came, he hired younger barbers. Because I think he had a few, it was three, mature gentlemen up in there. Right. And when I came, after a couple of weeks of me being there, I think he got 2 younger barbers there. You know what I mean? Then he had like 5 barbers. It was just me and one other dude when I came to my shop. I had 6 chairs and just 2 barbers. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, and like when you asked me that, I had to mention that I did open up a barbershop across street from another barbershop. So I guess, you know what I mean, I got what I deserve because the cat opened across street from me too. But the whole thing is they making their money, I'm making my money, paying my bills. You know what I mean? Take vacations, all that. I'm good.
The clientele,
I'm good, but I still wouldn't recommend it though. You know what I mean? If you want to get a barbershop, try to get it where it's needed at. Mm-hmm. This way you wouldn't have, really have no problems being successful. You know what I mean?
Because what we know as the modern day barbershop today started back then where they used to cut people here where men used to get their nails done, used to get pedicures and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the full service joint. They have that now.
Here there, which birthed the modern day barbershop today. So what do you feel about like more extracurricular, like the limited experience that one may get in your barbershop versus another one that may do facial, nails?
We try to implement that as here as well. Okay. You know what I mean? Even though all the barbers aren't equipped for it, right. But Terra does it quite good job. Terra the barber does a phenomenal job. He's an internet, Instagram. He's all over sensation. My man is doing his thing, and he got to the game. I don't think he's been in the game over 10 years. He probably been in the game like 8 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the dude is all over the place with it, man. Yes, respect him, young brother, hungry, all the events. Yeah,
shout out to
Barber TV, word of mother. Come on, the dude for levels, man. Dude's a G with it.
I don't want to say nothing about him because he might mess up my audience. But
he good, buddy.
Keep the laughter. He's a great dude.
Yeah,
he actually is my barber.
No doubt.
So I mean, if somebody's looking at this and they don't feel I look good, leave a comment.
Yeah.
And let me know if I need to switch barbers.
Shit tight.
So let's talk about the grooming tips because I see y'all two got all I got is a little peach fuzz and a mustache. That's all I can get.
Do whatever.
Talk to me about the grooming tips. Do you give tips out? If I want to grow more, you could give me some tips.
Of course.
Do I shave it all off clean?
I mean, the grow the beard is something that's in your genes. If you ain't, you gotta be genetic. If it ain't happening by the time you in
it's hereditary.
Yeah, it's hereditary. Word. You got some cats that just.
It's over.
But I recommend a lot of things to the cats. Yeah, definitely, man. If I feel as though you got some cats that just don't want to understand that you're going bald or you know what I mean. They just say it's over. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear that. Like, just give me the invisible line. What the fuck is an invisible line, my man? No, that's something that's extra. But that invisible line, you know what I do? I go right there, give them the line. I see that I can put up in there. There go your invisible line, my man. Yeah.
So let me ask you, because people, good things don't last forever.
Mm-hmm.
It all has to come to an end. What is the end game, and what would you suggest to a future barber? Because you have these young barbers that some just want to cut.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't really look for the end goal. Then you have some, because you give second chances as well as a barber.
Right.
Because some people come from incarceration and can't get enough. Hearing your story so briefly in a little bit of time of giving a quick history rundown, you stuck to it.
Right.
Even when the dude was like, listen, because he basically didn't tell you quit. He just said, listen, get the fuck out of here.
Right. Nah, bro.
Keep practicing in your basement.
Yeah.
Get better, then get you in the shop.
Right. Yeah. He didn't tell me. I mean, he actually told me, he said, "Yo, you're not ready,
but he
man."
Said it's so nice.
Yeah. He gave it to me real. And I knew. I was already packing my shit after the cut was over. To be honest with you, I was going to tell him, "Yo, I'm going to go back and get better." You know what I mean? I'll come see you. But when I did get better, I had the opportunity to have my own shop. You know what I mean? But from his shop, I only worked in the shop for 2 days. That was 2 days I worked in that barber shop, and about, I would say, maybe 6 months later, I had my own shop. You know what I'm saying? And that was because I was grandfathered in. My godfather owned the shop. He had a stroke and wasn't able to cut anymore, so I was given the shop after him and his landlord worked something out where I could just come in and take over. And I just started from there, and I've been doing it ever since. Like I said, I had lost feel for it for a while. Just was tired of it, trying to do other things, but I'm still here, man, and
that's what I'm
blessed.
thankful for, because
Yeah.
we always talk about bridging the gap between the younger and the older people.
Oh yeah.
And you know, people may look at Cal and be like, why would I want to own a barbershop? It don't look lucrative.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't driving around the Bentley, and why would I want to own a shop?
Oh nah, you could get that.
I mean, what I'm saying is it takes people to have a strong will to stick with something that don't get you the mansion just to have a black-owned business in your neighborhood.
Right.
But he's also was fortunate to be able to bridge the gap because you said your godfather, right?
Right.
Gave him the business.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's bridging the gap after that. I mean, so
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the dopest way to go out.
That's anything you do. It ain't just anything you want to do, man. Like I said, all this, everything. But main things for young cats to get a trade, get something that you could do. You know what I mean? Don't just work for whatever company you trying to work for. You know, you can become a bus driver. That's cool and all that. But at the end of the day, I see it. But I hate to see right now with a lot of people, especially in my age bracket, is the fact that these cats did they 20, 25 years. Some is like, yo, I got another 5, 6 more years just before I get my retirement. But I see so many of them still working. You know what I mean? Like after you, like when a retirement's supposed to be, I'm putting my legs up and I'm just rocking out, man. Everything, you got to put all that in play.
Yeah.
So all that working for your pension and your 401k, sometime, I don't know for how much time you put in, at the end of the day, that shit ain't gonna add up. And then it's not even a guarantee that's gonna be there. We don't know what the way that the country's being run right now. You don't know what the hell is out there.
Well, to interject on that, planning preparation beats poor performance.
Yeah, what's that, the 5 Ps? Or it was something somebody
Hey,
said.
we're gonna make it to 5 P.
I don't know what it was.
I like that,
Preparation,
Cal.
poor performance is 3
Three
Ps.
P.
Okay,
It might sound like
more to it.
yeah.
So now with the 3 Ps, it goes back into what I said in the beginning.
Yeah.
Plan preparation beats poor performance. So you always have to have an end game, the end goal. What like he said, working like you said, working for a company for all these years, and the 401k, you don't know what can happen.
Mhm.
They double your money. It sounds good, but there's so many diseases in the world, sicknesses and things of that nature where your health could come into play. And as the older you get, your body's a temple. It does fall apart.
Mhm.
So you think you have some money, and then that money is washed up so fast. Just cancer alone.
Mhm.
This is Cancer Awareness Month. Cancer alone can wipe your whole account out. So you
Wipe your
always
whole
plan for
existence
an
out.
end game, and nothing is sure and guaranteed. Just because it worked for him doesn't mean it's going to work for you. You have to put your effort in it and make sure that you're effortless. You keep going and keep going, and don't let nobody tell you can't do it. And and if you really just genuinely suck, then that's what it is.
Nah,
But
well,
it's like this, right? My short lifetime that I've been on this earth, I have heard more people that are barbers wanting to own their own barbershop than a regular person working a 9 to 5. I never saw a person working at McDonald's 5 years say, you know what, I want to own my own McDonald's one day.
it would
But I
be.
hear that from other barbers that cut hair
Mm-hmm.
all the time. They said, my goal is to own my
My
own
own
barbershop.
barbershop, yeah.
So it tells me that the owner or whoever they studying, whoever's above them, who is teaching them, who's mentoring them, is not holding them prisoner.
Oh no.
They showing them the game. That's what it tells me. You understand what I'm saying? Like people who work at the airport never say, I want to own my own airlines or plane. I don't hear that type of language. You know?
Well, I mean, you.
Or you work for NTA, I want to run my own bus
But you're
system.
talking, you're looking at corporate America, and then you're looking at as
What I'm saying is,
entrepreneur.
that's what I'm about to say. Barbers create so much entrepreneurs. It's not even funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even a game. So I feel Cal when he said sometimes there was a point where I didn't feel appreciated. Because we don't talk about it enough.
Can I want to touch on that too, because it gets deeper than that.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people want to own these things, but don't know what it takes to own them. And then and they come in here because you have young barbers that come, and you know what I'm about to explain. They see the free money, and what I mean by free money, no taxation.
They don't know what it takes. But
they see
it still don't
no
stop
taxes.
them from saying.
Oh,
right,
nah,
you gotta
you-
start
but
in the
you-
mind,
Yeah,
right?
because the mind, they see
Yeah.
no taxes. They like, hold on, I made $500 today. Just say a beautiful, blessed day, and you know what I'm talking about.
But
But wouldn't that encourage you a little bit though?
No, it does.
Like,
It does.
like,
Well, you
But they
said-
don't know. But then they don't know the real ownership. Like, okay, now that I got my own business, I have to have the LLC.
Right. You gonna
and all these things because we have to touch it.
Absolutely right.
But I want to touch on this.
But do you see a person working a 9 to 5
No.
say the basic
But
thing?
you know
I
why?
want to own it.
But
Yeah.
that's why I want to
That's
touch on
what
this
I'm saying.
because you don't see it. But some of them want to own something, but they don't want to own that. And see, anything when you don't pay taxes,
Right.
you want to own that a little bit more.
Well, you
Until
are supposed to pay your taxes.
No,
and-
you are. That's
right.
why I didn't.
Right.
That's why I want y'all to give me a second.
Right.
Because I wanted to give them the LLCs and tell them, okay, you have to pay taxes.
Mm-hmm.
And then now because a lot of them get into this now and be like, oh damn, I didn't know Cal was paying taxes.
Right.
You know, so we
You
want
think that
them
would
to
still
understand-
stop them?
No,
At
it
the
wouldn't
end
stop.
of the day, I
It
want
wouldn't
to be
stop.
like Cal anyway.
No.
So I'm gonna pay the taxes.
Right.
I didn't know.
But it wouldn't stop.
I'ma do
It
it.
wouldn't stop.
Mhm.
It wouldn't stop all of it. But it would stop a nice few of them.
Yeah, of
Because they
course.
don't
No
know
doubt
what
about
it is.
that.
Because one thing we have to say in this whole conversation, a lot of people don't understand sacrifice.
That
And
could be-
Cal had to make a lot of sacrifice.
I mean, sacrifice is a part of it.
But but when you work in this corporation and you become a slave to the corporation.
Safety in a job.
Yeah. You
Safety
work
and
job
security.
safety.
In a job.
And
You feel
in a job.
secure.
Secure.
You know that check
But-
comes.
And then you look at it and be like, well, I don't have to worry about this, which is the job.
There you go.
And this and that.
Mm-hmm.
But you do have to worry about them firing that ass. Or that business going down. So it's good to have a trade and hand skills. It's
Mhm.
great.
Like you said,
Beautiful.
definitely.
Planning, preparation beats poor performance. So plan for anything you do. Barber, mechanic, whatever it is. You know what I mean? I don't think we could elaborate on some more. Did we miss anything?
Nah, we talking to one of the originators, man.
I wouldn't
You
be
understand what I'm
I've been
saying?
around a long time, but I wasn't
You
the
know?
originator.
Well,
Ain't
you
been that
named-
long.
We named some boroughs. And
Yeah.
we named some
He
high.
named some people.
We,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we named some people. I mean, we named Diddy Mo,
Right.
one of Harlem's finest.
Yeah.
I named Fredro Starr. Actually, we didn't name Terry. Terry, one
Terry,
of the
right.
one of the first that we know of in our community to franchise.
Right. Mr. Plenty, man. You got my man from I Cut Pro. What's my name? Todd. Forget his last name. You got Sneed the Barber. Like I said, Van the Barber. I mean, all these
Yeah,
cats.
but you know,
it's
Van
cat-
and them, MTV.
Yeah, yeah,
Shop,
yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
Van and them.
yeah.
I mean, you name some names. You know, they prospered. And it's a beautiful thing.
And like he said, the hip hop culture got the Cazelles on, the
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
I mean, look at the culture here, man. The person that own it. You know what I'm saying? I want to cut too. I come here and say, let me get
Yeah.
fly. You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
I come here already.
Yeah, no doubt. No
I
doubt.
come here already. But
Yeah.
yo, listen, man. I'm Alley Cat.
I'm Twin.
This is Cool Cal.
Cool. So the
Cal.
cool.
Barber. Rockhead Barbershop
Come here,
142.
please.
World's famous Rockheads Barbershop.
That's
And
right.
we are the culture.
One and only.
Peace and love, people.
Peace and love.